Hi, I'm Rebekah O'Dell, and this is Mini Moves for Writers. Sometimes a writer wants to break up, Writers of all kinds, whether they are novelists or journalists or poets, like to create music with their writing. They like to create a sense of rhythm because it sucks a reader in. It gets a reader's attention. And sometimes breaking up that rhythm unexpectedly is just what they need to put their voice into the writing, to make a strong point, and to get their reader engaged. And they do this with a move that we will call intentional fragments. Let's look at an example from Zadie Smith writing about Toni Morrison for The New Yorker. Not the familiar one that divides black and white, but the one between those who live within the system, whatever their position may be within it, and those who are cast far outside of it, the unspeakable, the outcast, the forgotten, the nobody. So in this passage, you see with these ellipses here at the beginning, we're starting in the middle. We're actually starting toward the end of a much bigger paragraph. And Zadie Smith has been on a tear of brilliant writing. You can see here, right? This is a nice, big, long sentence with multiple clauses and phrases within it. And what she wants to do is she wants to kind of punctuate this big, long, complicated, beautifully written idea and grab her reader's attention, engage her reader, use a little bit of her voice to pull them back in. And she does this by using some on purpose, some intentional sentence fragments. Let's look at them. So here we see Smith using a series of fragments: the unspeakable, the outcast, the forgotten, Now your English teacher has told you that you have to write in complete sentences, that your sentences have to have a subject and a verb and make a complete thought. But we can see right here that Zadie Smith, an incredibly acclaimed and famous writer, doesn't do that, right? These are missing verbs. The unspeakable. The unspeakable do what? The outcast, the forgotten, the nobody. But she's doing this on purpose to grab our attention. Here's what she's done. She has taken this idea of the kind of people who populate Morrison's story. And then, after she's described it at length in lots of words, she takes these phrases: the unspeakable, the outcast, the forgotten, the nobody, to kind of redefine this idea that came before it, to make it punchier, to make it stronger, to make it stand out. It also creates that rhythm that you hear when I read it. Da-da, 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 right? And writers just like that. Readers like that. Readers like to hear that rhythmic music of language in their head. Now, is this necessary for a writer? Sure, no. She could have gotten her idea out any number of ways, but this is her doing it artfully. This is her doing it with craft. You might also notice that this is a list. You know, we have kind of like a series of 4. It's also parallelism. They all follow the same structure: the unspeakable, the outcast, the forgotten, the nobody. You could do this with a series, just like Zadie Smith. You could do this with just one intentional fragment to put that punch into your writing. Let's look at how some other mentors have done this in their writing. at your own writing. Where have you maybe gotten caught in a stream of long sentences and they could really use a little bit of a break with an intentional fragment? Where have you done what Zadie Smith has done? You've given a big, long, beautiful, complicated idea and you want to reiterate it in the simplest way possible with an intentional fragment. Is there a place in your writing where you really just want to create more music, more rhythm, wake the reader up and engage them? If so, try an intentional fragment. See how it feels to defy that subject-verb complete thought rule of thumb and give this a shot. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe so that you don't miss any mini moves for writers.